Good evening, and welcome to Sports Line Radio. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato, and I am broadcasting live from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, the sports and gaming capital of the United States of America. And you are listening to this program right here on 910 AM WBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. You can also listen live at PelicanSportsTV.com, PelicanSportsTV.com, or you can download the Pelican Sports TV app. That's how I listen to the program. I got the iPhone here. Got the iPhone. I get all my LSU information. I live out here in Las Vegas, and people call me all the time, ask me about LSU. This was a particularly good week. I've been listening to 910 AM WBR CBS Sports Radio right over your iPhone, your smartphone, or whatever the heck they call these things. I guess I got an iPhone. But all right, well, glad to be here. Glad to have you there as we get to another weekend of betting football. And now we're in October now. We're in October, and we just kind of cruise on in now. I mean, we had a good week last week, 4-2 against the spread, 1-2 in college football, 3-0, and it was a historic 3-0 for the MeatMan in the NFL because I picked all favorites. Everybody goes, oh, the MeatMan never takes a favorite. I took 3 of them last week. They all won. How you like that, Cap? How you like that? Dropped at the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road. I laid points on the road. They won. I took the New Orleans Saints. Laid points at a neutral site. I took the Denver Broncos. I laid points in that game. So, I mean, hey, look, the MeatMan, I'm off to a good start. I'm off to all right. And then, of course, last week, the 5-0. They had the perfect the week before the 5-0. Right. We had the 5-0 the last week. So we had a little 9-2 run. But if you look at overall, since football started, the preseason and everything, we're 21-11. If you just count the regular season, we're 16-11. It's still pretty good either way. But now we get in October. Now we got a little information to go on. Before it was just kind of a crapshoot. Looking at what was going on here and there. But now we got a pretty good feel. We know who's good, who ain't all that good, who's injured, who's banged up, who's this, who's that. And now maybe we got a chance to really make a few bucks. Or, hey, maybe we know too much stuff now. Maybe when you got too much information, sometimes that could be bad. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I tell you, it's been nice. I collected from the no-good stinking bookie friend of mine 2 straight weeks. The envelope wasn't quite as thick. The 5-0 envelope was pretty thick. The 4-2 envelope wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, I tell you. This guy's like crying me a river, man. I tell you. He goes, if I got to pay you again next week, we're going to have to sit down and talk. Like, talk about what? What do you want to talk about? You're the one that wants my action. I told you to leave me alone. You insisted on giving me an account. You insisted. Now you're going to cry? I mean, geez, criminies, man. I don't want to hear about all that. All right, so we've been doing all right here. We've been doing all right. So, man, look, this is where it gets tough. This is where it gets tough because a lot of people, the first couple of weeks, the first month of the season, everybody likes to bet their own games. Nobody wants to listen to another man to have to get your picks from. You're kind of openly admitting to yourself that you suck at this. You just suck. You suck. You're no good. It's nothing personal. Doesn't make you a bad guy. It doesn't make you not a good father or a good mother or a good son or a good daughter. It just means you're not any good at picking football games against the spread. And now you're going to turn to pro. Now you're going to turn to the MeatMan because I know what I'm doing out here, Cap. Believe me, this is all I do. This is it. I ain't got no trust fund, man. I don't get no money from nobody except the clients. to get some money from the clients, man. I'm not on no disability, food stamps, rental assistance. Believe me, I gotta win. I gotta win, and if I don't win, I don't get paid. Remember, a lot of people, I don't get paid. Yeah, they got a few people that'll pay me up front, but most people want to see some results before they send me any money, and I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that. That's why I own PayAfterYouWin.com. That's why I own it. That's why I bought the name. I guarantee you, pay me before we win is still available.com. I guarantee you that one's still there. So the pressure's on here now, Cap, because not a lot of people are listening. A lot of people are listening now. So, boy, I tell you, this is where it gets tough. But that's all right. I'm up for the challenge. I know I got at least 3 college football plays, and I'm pretty sure I got at least 2 NFL plays. I got to take a look again. I know I got at least 1 NFL play. I know for a fact I got at least 1, and I'm pretty sure I got 2. Pretty sure I got 2. So I got 5 plays total. 5 plays total, and one of the plays is LSU, the LSU Tigers, and the Florida Gators. Wow. Wow, what a game this is going to be. What a game this is going to be. I mean, you talk about a game right here. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about this game. But before we get started, just a quick reminder to make sure we got everything covered here, Cap, that the following information that we talk about here on the program is for news material only, and is not intended to violate any state, federal, or local laws. All right, LSU, the Tigers, Florida, the Gators. Wow. Wow. That's all you can say about this. I mean, LSU's whole season is on the line here. I mean, this is it. This is it right here. I mean, this is it right here. The last year, LSU was like a 16-point favorite at home against the Florida Gators because they had to change venues because of the hurricane. Florida's down to 1 at the Westgate. I had a buddy of mine call me a little while ago. He said, man, the LSU line, I'm in the Westgate, and they clicked the Florida Gators LSU line down from 2 to 1. He goes, you know what's up? Because, I'm from Louisiana. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows I'm from, back in the South and all that. So they call me on the phone every now and then and get the LSU information. I'll be like, look, I don't know, man. I don't know. The guy that predicted LSU was going to lose outright to Troy last week, he says LSU ain't going to win this week. And the guy that I know, he's got this LSU room. It's all dedicated to LSU. He said they're not going to win an SEC game. So I don't know, man. Something's going to give. Either my 2 buddies, Tommy Chrysan, the man that got me the spot here, or 910 AM WUBR CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. And my man, we'll just call him Double B. How you like B&B or Double B or Mr. B, whatever it is, BB. We'll call him BB. TK and BB. That's my 2 sources for my LSU Tiger stuff. And, a lot of people, like my man Tommy Christ said, I listened to him. I was listening to him and Gallo today, my fellow Paisan. And, Christ said one thing about TK is where he made his mistake today on the program. If I was grading his program, if I was going to grade Chrysan's program today, he says that according to the point spread, the odds makers are giving LSU a shot. And man, that's just not correct. To be brutally honest with you, that is an incorrect statement. The gamblers, they think LSU's got a shot. But at one point, the spread on this game was 6. 6. Let me explain. Let me explain to you how this went down here. Let me explain to you how this went down here. That bookmaker, Chris, Costa Rica International Sports, that's who opens the number. That's who sets the line. Chris, Costa Rica International Sports. They got some other places that try to come out before Chris, but they'll take $200 on a game. You know, $500. When Chris puts out their opener, they'll take $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 on a game. That's what you call an opener. Not some, let me rush to be the first guy out there to put the number out there, and then you go to bet it, and you got a $250 max limit. I mean, get out of here with all that. That's kid stuff. That's kiddie stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Bookmaker, that's the American post-up version of Chris. They opened the game 4.5 at roughly about 6:28 p.m. Eastern Time, about 5:28 p.m. Central Time, Baton Rouge time, and then within 3 minutes, they moved the line from 4.5 up to 6. And then about an hour later, they bumped it up to the Florida Gators minus 6.5. So that's what it was at 1.6.5. I mean, it's out of the odds maker's hands right now. He's got Florida. The Gators a 6.5 point favorite against the LSU Tigers. It's out of his hands. It's on the board. It's been bet. It's been bet up. It's this. It's that. It's that. The other thing. Boom. There it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And then all of a sudden, it went back down to 6. And as soon as it went back down to 6, boom, they popped it right back up to 6.5. They come right back with the 6.5. Then it kind of goes on a little roller coaster. It goes from 6.5 down to 5.5. So when I go to bed on Sunday night, the Florida Gators are a 5.5 point favorite against the LSU Tigers. Then sometime on Monday, it went down to 4.5. And then on Monday, went down to 3.5. And still on Monday, October the 2nd, it went down to 3. So it dropped from 6.5 down to 3 in a day. It closed 5.5 on Sunday night, and on Monday night when it closed, the point spread on the game was 3. Then on October the 4th, Chris Bookmaker moved it to 2.5. And then today, October the 6th, sometime this afternoon, Bookmaker dropped Florida down to a 2-point favorite. There's a lot of money coming in on the LSU Tigers. I don't know who's betting LSU Tigers, but these are money moves right here. These are money moves. These aren't injury moves. These aren't suspension moves. These aren't player coming back moves. These are money moves right here. This is a classic battle between the sharps and the wise guys and the bookies. You got to side with the bookies here, folks. I mean, if you wake up tomorrow and LSU is actually the favorite in this football game, I mean, you got to bet on Florida. I mean, I know nobody wants to hear that, being the shows on the radio in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on 9, 10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio, but I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. You cannot lay points on the road with the LSU Tigers. No way. No, wait, not this team. No. Not yet now. Now, with that said, I'll be the first guy to admit that Ed Ogeron, the head football coach of the LSU Tigers, he's pretty good coming off a loss. I got to give Ogeron credit coming off a loss. When he lost to Alabama 10-0 last year, the following week the Tigers went to Arkansas and beat the poop out of, man, 38-10. Then the following week, LSU lost again to Florida, 16-10. In that hurricane game that they moved to Tiger Stadium. Then the following week, LSU comes out swinging against Texas A&M. They put up 54. They beat the Aggies 54-39. And then Ogeron lost the game at Mississippi State this year, 37-7. And the LSU Tigers come back and win the next game. They do not cover the point spread against Syracuse. They win 35-26. Is LSU a good bounce back team with Ed Ogeron as head football coach? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. He bounced back against his loss against, all right, hold the phone here, Cap, yeah. He bounced back after losing to Alabama. He beats Arkansas. He bounces back after losing to Florida. He beats Texas A&M. And he bounces back after losing to Mississippi State to beat Syracuse. Now, what about Troy? He's 3-0, 2-1 against the spread. Coach O is 3-0, straight up, coming off an LSU loss. And he's 2-1 against the spread. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. I think you got to go with Florida here, man. I think you got to take the Gators. I mean, look, once again, I'm only going with the two guys that I listen to the most. The one guy, BB, he tells me LSU ain't going to win a Southeastern Conference football game. Boy, the thing that scares me is that loss of Mississippi State, because I had the Bulldogs the following 2 weeks. And, man, they got crushed. I mean, crushed. I never had a chance. I took Mississippi State the week after they beat LSU. And, I got crushed both games. So, man, Mississippi State could be really bad. Oh, man, I don't know, man. I get to bet against the public here. It's almost too good to be true. My heart's telling me that LSU is going to win the game, but my wallet's telling me otherwise. MeatMan bets with his wallet, not with his heart. I'll take the Florida Gators on Saturday. Let me see what the money line is here. Let me take a look at the money line, because there's a lot of money coming in on LSU. And because of that, they might have drove the money line down a little bit. Let's see what we get here. LSU, Florida. The money line, yeah, we're gonna lay the money line here. Heck, instead of laying 2 points, no, we're just gonna lay the $1.30. We're gonna lay the $1.30. If you bought 4 half points, it would cost you 40 cents. Add that to minus $1.10, you got to lay $1.50 if I bought 4 half points. I bet the money line, it's like having only buy 2 half points and I get 1 point for free. My first pick on the program here today, I'll take the Florida Gators on the money line. Just to win the game outright. Forget about laying the 1 point. Forget about laying the 2 points. Now, if LSU's the favorite tomorrow when you go to bet the game on Saturday. Take the point, 2, 3 points, whatever it is. But if you go to make your wager, and Florida is a 1, 1.5, 2-point favorite, and you can get the Gators on the money line, minus $1.30, that's what I would highly recommend you do. So my first play game, $3.95, $3.96, will take the Florida Gators minus $1.30 on the money line at home against the LSU Tigers. All right, I got to take a break. We got to take a break here. We got the first pick in the books. Sadly, we bet against the LSU Tigers, but that's all right, because now we can talk about some other teams. Like I said, I got at least 2 more games in college football. I know I got at least 1 in the pros, but I'm pretty sure I got 2. Very rarely will the meat man not have 2. Yes, I do have 2. I absolutely, positively, unequivocally have 2 plays in the NFL, 5-0 last week, 4-2, 5-0 2 weeks ago. 4-2 last week. I'm on a 9-2 run. Since the preseason, since the show started, the meat man, 21 wins, 11 losses. That's pretty good, Cap. That's pretty good. If you don't want to count the preseason, 16 winners and 11 losses. We're making money. We're making money. That's what we do on Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sportsline Radio. So don't touch that dial, Cap. You're listening to the Meat Man live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're doing it all right here on 910 AM WUBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. So what's the weekend plans here, Don? You had a little weekend plans? You gonna huddle up around the TV and right. Wow. Wow. You get married, a hurricane hits. Wow. Wow. That's bad luck right there, Cap. You get married and a hurricane's coming. Wow. 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 Tommy's not going to be there this Tuesday. He asked me if I'd do the show on Tuesday. Was it? Oh, really? I got to answer him. I'm not stealing that other guy's spot, am I? I'm not infringing on his. All right. And welcome back to Sportsline Radio. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. I'm coming out to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, the sports gaming capital of the United States of America. And what we do here is every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., we get together right here on the radio on 910 AM WUBR. CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge, and we pick football games against the spread. That's what we do. We don't sugarcoat it. We don't hide nothing. We're not trying to telegraph anything. We just give it to you straight up, man. Give it to you straight up, and we're making money. We're making money. We're getting that no good, filthy bookie's wallet. You know that clown? You know that clown? You know him? Never see him go to work. some kind of way he's got 2, 3 cars in the driveway, all 40, 50, 60,000 apiece. Got that real nice house some kind of way. Kids go to the private schools, they got uniforms on. Yeah. Well, you know I'm talking about him. I love getting in his wallet, man. I love it. And hey, look, man, we got in it last week, 4-2. We got in it the week before, 5-0. Now, I know the 2 weeks before that were kind of lean, the 2-3 and the 2-5. But you know, hey, 5-0 in the preseason, 3-1 that first week of college football where they didn't have any NFL. We're doing all right. We're doing all right, Cap. You know, look, you're gonna have bumps in the road. You're gonna have bumps in the road. I mean, that's how this works. You're not gonna win every game. And then sometimes you're going to win in streaks and losing streaks. That's what a lot of the clients don't understand. Recently, I went on a 4-game losing streak. Get all these text messages. You suck. You're this, you're that. Yeah, well, man, get lost. No, that's how it works. Of course, when you're picking thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of games, you're going to lose a couple in a row, man. That's how it works. But you're also going to win a couple in a row. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, Cap. Like I said, 5-0 2 weeks ago. I won my last 3 plays last week because they were all pro football games. And I'll be talking a little NFL in just a couple of minutes. But let's get back to the college football. We got our first play in for the week. The bad news is I'm taking the Florida Gators. Minus $1.30 on the money line against the LSU Tigers. The good news is every time I bet against LSU, I lose. Maybe that'll turn the LSU season around and go, hey, the MeatMan's betting against us. It's time to win. But I don't know, man. I don't know. My second play, you know, I hate to do this, but here it comes. I got to take the UNLV Rebels. Plus a 9.5. I'm going to buy it a half a point. I'm going to knock it up to 10. I could have got 10. It's been 10 all week. Just recently went down to 9.5. But I'm gonna buy it a half a point, and I'm gonna knock it up to 10. And you know, there's gonna be a lot of emotion in this football game here. They're gonna do the thing in honor of the people who died at the concert. And I think this is a game UNLV wants to win, man. I mean, not that they don't ever want to win all the games. I mean, I know that, you know, but I think they want this one. A lot of the players probably knew somebody over there or something like that. I mean, there was 20-something thousand people at this thing. And I mean, this guy just opened fire, man. Open fire. But they got a lot of conspiracy theories out there. I mean, who knows what happened? I'm still trying to figure it out myself. How nobody knew about it. Where did he get all this money? They keep saying on TV he was a winning gambler. Man, I'm telling you, that's the thing where the big flash of light goes on for the MeatMan. Hold the phone. Where? Winning gambler. Winning. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? I mean, come on, man. He used the player's card. They tracked him. Let's hear the real numbers. Let's hear the real numbers. Let's see how much he won or lost. You know, look, so I think UNLV is going to come out pretty pumped up here. And obviously, San Diego State, the AZTECS, they playing some pretty good football. San Diego State's got a halfway decent team. I'll be the first guy to admit it. And UNLV, now they lost as a 45-point home favorite the first week of the season to Howard, which was pretty embarrassing. I'll be the first guy to tell you, Cap. I'll be the first guy to tell you. But you know, look, since then, you got to look at UNLV. Their 2 losses or Howard in the game that they were the 45-point favorite, and they lost at Ohio State. All right. So they lost at Ohio State. They were catching 40 points. They lost 54-21. They lost by 33. They lost by 33. But in their 2 wins, UNLV beat Idaho at Idaho as a 4-point underdog, 44-16. And then last week at home against San Jose State, the Spartans, they won that game 41-13. UNLV can move the football, man. I mean, let's just call it like it is. I mean, if you get the calculate out, they got 40 against Howard, 44 against Idaho, that's 84. 21 against Ohio State, that's 105. And 41 against San Jose State, that's 146. It's pretty good. That ain't bad. 146. Hey, that's what's that? 36 and a half points a game, something like that. I mean, you put up 30-something points. I mean, you're getting 10. The other team's got to put up 40-something points. I think UNLV can hang around here. I think it's going to be a big emotional night at Sam Boyd Stadium. And one thing about San Diego State, dating back to last year, they've won 7 games in a row. But they're not that high-powered of an offense. They won 27-24 at Wyoming, 34-10 against Houston, 38-17 against some team. Then they beat somebody 30-20. They beat Stanford 20-17. They beat Air Force 28-24. They beat Northern Illinois 34-28. They play a lot of close games, and they don't win by a lot of points. And UNLV's got enough offense to maybe kind of stretch San Diego State out, and they can win this game, or at least cover. I think you got to take the UNLV Rebels at home on Saturday against the San Diego State Aztecs, get 9.5, buy the half a point, knock it up to 10. Buy the half a point, knock it up to 10. Now, a lot of people out there, they go, wait, MeatMan, I mean, you're getting confusing here. The first play, you take Florida on the money line, minus $1.30. What if my bookie just says, hey, the point spread's 2, 3, whatever it is, then you do the point spread. If your bookie's got 9.5 on the UNLV San Diego State game and he won't let you buy the half a point, then you take the 9.5. But I mean, I'm giving it to you Vegas style, baby. I'm giving it to you the way it's supposed to be. I can walk into the sports book and I can bet Florida on the money line. I can buy a half a point, knock UNLV up from 9.5 to 10. I can do that. Most people can do it too. But if you can't, just play it the regular way and don't worry about it. I try to not complicate the program, but most people can play the money line. Most people can buy a half a point that listen to this program. So I recommend doing that. I recommend getting that half a point, getting UNLV plus 10. If your bookie already has UNLV plus 10, that's fine. Leave it right there. My second play on the program, I'll take the Rebels, the UNLV running Rebels at home, plus the points. All right, my next play, my third play in college football, I'm taking the San Jose State Spartans. The same San Jose State Spartans, they got crushed last week by the UNLV running Rebels. They're catching 17 points at home against the Fresno State Bulldogs. Fresno State's 2-2. San Jose State is 1-5. But this is what I like here. This is what I like here. 2015, San Jose State at home crushes Fresno 49-23. Then last year, San Jose State goes into Fresno, and the Spartans beat the Bulldogs 16-14. So I like the fact right off the bat that the San Jose State Spartans, they're not scared of the Fresno State Bulldogs. They're not scared of them. Now, this is what I like here. This is what I like. I like San Jose State. Their last 6 games. They played South Florida. Then they played some team, CP. I don't know what that is. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Then they played at Texas. They played at Utah. Then they played some other team. And they played UNLV. They played decent competition. They played decent competition where Fresno State, now they played decent competition. I'll be the first guy to admit it. I'll be the first guy to admit they played Alabama and Washington. Alabama beat them 41-10. Washington beat them 48-16. And in their 2 wins, they beat some team, IW. I don't even know who that is, 66-0. And then they beat the Nevada Wolfpack 41-21. But I mean, it's a road game for the Fresno State Bulldogs. The point spread opened 14.5. It's gone up to 17. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I think San Jose State, they can definitely hang around with the Fresno State Bulldogs. I mean, believe me, the Fresno State Bulldogs, they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing. I mean, I know San Jose State ain't got nothing, but man, I mean, but believe me, this is a good bet right here. I comb over every one of these games, man. It takes forever. And I like this one, man. It took me all the way to literally the second to last game. I like this play so much, it's probably going to be my contest play. I'm in this contest at the Stations Casino, this last man standing. And I got 1 entry left. There's 200 and something people left. I got one of the 200 and something entries. We started with like 3,000 people. So we've shaved off over 90% of the entries. I got 1 pick that I got to make this week to try to stay alive. And I'm literally thinking about putting the San Jose State Spartans on that ticket. I'm absolutely going to be giving it out to all of my customers for Saturday, and I've actually already have it posted on the payafteryouwin.com website, where I release 1 free play every day, unless I lose like I did on Monday night with the Washington Redskins and I go into a massive depressive state and I got to take a day or 2 off. I put up a free play every day on the payafteryouwin.com website, which is a sports forum message board where you can get a free pick every day for the MeatMan. I've already put the play up there. The San Jose State Spartans plus the 17. So that's going to be my 3rd play here on the show. I've given you 3 plays so far here on the program today. I'm giving you the Florida Gators minus $1.30 on the money line at home against the LSU Tigers. I told you to take the UNLV Rebels plus the 9.5, 5.5 a point, plus 10 at home against San Diego State. The Aztecs in the 3rd play to end the college football segment. We'll take the San Jose State Spartans at home plus the 17 against the Fresno State Bulldogs. All right, we're going to take one more break. Got to take one more commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little NFL football. I have at least 2 plays for the NFL. I definitely do have 2. I couldn't remember the second one to save my life, but I definitely have 2 NFL plays. The MeatMan's been on absolute fire in pro football. Last week, 3-0 on the show. Not only did I go 3-0, I took the favorite in all 3 games. I laid points on the road. I laid points on the neutral site. I laid points at home. You have no clue what the MeatMan is going to pick in the NFL for this Sunday's action. So do not touch that dial. We still got 15 more minutes of Sports Line Radio still to come. And you're listening to this program right here on 910 AM WUBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. The IRS. Pay. They said this could be a little baby hurricane, right? They said this could be a little baby hurricane, right? Well, that's good. Never ends, man. It never ends. All right. And welcome back to Sportsline, the final segment of Sports Line Radio for this week. Don't forget, tell your friends, tell your family, every Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., we get together right here on the radio, and we talk football games against the spread. Can you believe that? That's what we do. We talk about football games against the spread, and so far so good, Cap. So far so good, and remember, you can get the 910 AM WUBR CBS Sports Radio app and add it to your iPhone or your smartphone or anything like that. And, man, I'm telling you, it's a great station to listen to, especially if you like LSU football. You get a lot of good information. You get a lot of honest information. That's what I like. You get a lot of honest information. Yeah, you get a little fluff stuff every now and then. But the gloves are off now, brother. Believe me, it's going to be 100% honesty from here on out. And don't forget, we record the program. I put it up on YouTube. Then I put it up on my Facebook page. Become friends with the MeatMan on Facebook. Just look up Dave Scandaliato, DaveScandaliato. Dave Scandaliato, that's the easiest way to watch the rebroadcast of this program. That way, if you miss it live, you can always watch the rebroadcast, because we only talk about the Saturday and Sunday games on the show. That way you don't get any stale information. There's no stale information on Sportsline Radio. That way you can listen to it Friday night, get all your information, and just go kick that no good, filthy bookies. You know what, man? F him. The hell with him, man. 4-2 last week, 5-0 the week before, 21-11 since the start of the preseason. And we'll see what happens this week, Cap. You're only as good as your last couple of plays, and we come into October, the new month, and let's see how we can do. We've already picked 3 games in college football. I'll recap those at the end of the program. Don't forget, you ever need to get in touch with the MeatMan? I'm one easy-to-remember phone call away. 1-833-MeatMan. 1-833-MEATMAN. You'll call my personal iPhone. I got my own personal toll-free number that I'm literally going to have until the day I die. I'm going to have this number till the day I die. You got a game that you want to talk about that I didn't bring up on the program? You want to talk to the MeatMan about maybe getting a little package to help you get on the right side of the bookie's wallet, the winning side? Give me a call. Talk directly with me, the MeatMan, Dave Scandaliato. I've been owning meatandpotatoes.com since 1998. Next year, I'll be celebrating 20 years in the business. I'm also the owner of PayAfterYouWin.com. You don't win, you don't pay. Give me a call. Talk directly with me, the MeatMan, Dave Scandaliato. 1-833-MeatMan. 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 And like I said, don't forget, every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge. I host Sportsline live from Las Vegas, Nevada. We pick games against the spread. Tell your friends. Tell your family. And let's make some money. Let's make it together, Cap. Let's make it together. All right. I got 2 NFL games for Sunday. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills plus the 3 points on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. The bottom line is Cincinnati, the Bengals, they got to do a little more than just beat the Cleveland Browns to get the MeatMan's attention. You know, Cincinnati is no good. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is Cincinnati is no good. They lost to Baltimore 20-0 to start the season. Baltimore ain't any good. The Ravens ain't got nothing. You lose to the Baltimore Ravens 20-0. That right off the bat told everybody you ain't got much going to happen this year. Then they lose at home to the Houston Texans. I don't know if Deshaun Watson was quarterbacking then. I think he was. And you lose to a rookie quarterback at home 13-9. Then you go to Green Bay after not scoring a touchdown the first 2 games at home when you open the season, the first 2 games at your own place. And you give Green Bay a decent game, you lose 27-24, and then you come back the following week, and you go to Cleveland, and you do take care of business against the Browns, who are more worried about taking a knee and protesting and all that nonsense and playing football. And the Cincinnati Bengals crushed the Cleveland Browns, the Clowns, 31-7. But now, going back home, where Cincinnati hasn't scored a touchdown yet this season, where they're 0-2, they're going to play the Buffalo Bills, brother. They're going to play the Buffalo Bills. That's right, the Buffalo Bills. They're 3-1. Their only loss is at the Carolina Panthers, who just beat the New England Patriots last Sunday. Huh? How you like that? How you like that? That's their only loss. Buffalo beat the New York Jets week 1 at home, took care of business. They beat a very good Denver Broncos team. After the Broncos started out 2-0, Denver went on the road and lost at Buffalo by 10. And then the Bills go on the road last week and they steal one from the Atlanta Falcons, 23-17. The Bills are 3-1. They're in first place in the AFC East. And, man, I tell you, they're a better team than the Cincinnati Bengals. The team that wins the game in the NFL covers the spread over 80% of the time. When the point spread is 9 or less, the Buffalo Bills are going to win this game on Sunday. Yeah, I know they're an underdog. It doesn't have to be the favorite. You don't have to pick a favorite that you think is going to win outright. The best bet on the board could be an underdog that you think is going to win outright. I think the Buffalo Bills are going to go in there and just take care of business against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll take Buffalo. I'll take them 3 points. Put me down for the Bills, Cap. Put the MeatMan down for the Bills. Put the MeatMan down for the Buffalo Bills. First place in the AFC East. Just saw the New England Patriots win on the road against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay had a nice, big, long winning streak at home going. Before last night, the Patriots do it without Gronkowski. So Buffalo knows they got to win this game, man. Look, you got to be able to beat teams like the Cincinnati Bengals, who are garbage. Cincinnati's garbage. They won winners against the Cleveland Clowns. For crying out loud. Take the 3 and the Buffalo Bills. All right. We're running out of time here. Give me the Los Angeles Rams. -1. At home. Against the Seattle Seahawks. I'm on the Rams bandwagon, brother. They're pretty good. I'm on the Rams bandwagon. Sign me up. Sign me up, man. They can put points on the board. They can put points on the board. You don't know what you're going to get out of Seattle. I can tell you that right now. And the Rams, look, they're not scared of the Seahawks. They've beaten Seattle 3 out of the last 4 times that they played. And, I mean, look at the Rams. They just win at Dallas 35-30. They went at San Francisco 41-39. They did lose at home against Washington. I had Washington, the Redskins, in that game 27-20. And they beat the Indianapolis Colts 46-9. I mean, look. The Rams have scored 46, 20, 41, and 35. And they're a good football team. Like I said, they've beaten the Seattle Seahawks 3 out of the last 4 times that they played. And it's a big game for the Los Angeles Rams right here. And I think they're going to get the Seahawks. I just think they're going to take care of business. I'm going to lay the 1 point. I am going to lay the point. I guess I could take them on the money line, minus $1.15 and all that, but I'll lay the point with the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday at home against the Seattle Seahawks. All right. That's my 5 plays, Cap. That's 5-0 2 weeks ago, 4-2 2 weeks ago, 5-0 2 weeks ago, 4-2 2 weeks ago, 21-11 since the preseason. You don't want to include the preseason, 16-11 against the spread. By 5 plays for this week, I took the Florida Gators on the money line, minus $1.30 against the LSU Tigers. I took the UNLV Rebels, plus the 9.5. I bought the half a point. I knocked it up to 10 against the San Diego State Aztecs. I'm taking the San Jose State Spartans at home, plus 17 against the Fresno State Bulldogs. And in the NFL, I'm taking the Buffalo Bills on the road, plus the 3 points against the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'm taking the Los Angeles Rams at home, minus the 1 point against the Seattle Seahawks. All right. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do, man. Make sure you bet with your head, not over it. Money management is the key here, man. I mean, I could go 5-0, 4-1, 3-2, 2-3, 1-4. I can wear the golden sombrero, the 0-5. Who knows what's going to happen? But those are the MeatMan's plays. Those are the ones I'm going to have my own money on right there, Cap. You want to know the MeatMan's bet this week? You just heard it right there. Now, we'll have additional plays. Sunday night football, Monday night football, some other games. You need to get in contact with the MeatMan. I want you to give me a call. Toll free, 1-833-MeatMan. 1-833-MEATMAN, 1-833-MeatMan. Or you can always shoot me an email. Dave at meatandpotatoes.com, MEATANDPOTATOES.com. Dave at meatandpotatoes.com or Dave at payafteryouwin.com. Dave at payafteryouwin.com. All right, coming up after this program, Ken Trahan's original prep football report. So you absolutely don't want to touch that dial. I want to thank my man Don back in the studio. Another week, it just runs as smooth as humanly possible. That's why the picks are so good, Cap, because I don't have to worry about anything else. I want to thank my man TK. Obviously, he helped me get the spot here on 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge. And want to thank the owner of Pelican Sports Radio and Pelican Sports TV, my man Alan, who gives me the opportunity to do this program every week. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this edition of Sports Line Radio. Every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge. You can watch the rebroadcast of this program on YouTube in about 4 hours. As always, my name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. Have an absolutely great weekend, everybody. Let's win some money! All right. I appreciate everything. Yep. Hopefully I will watch LSU and I'll be listening to post-game show. It was an interesting program last week, to say the least. It was an interesting program, and this one could be even more interesting, because if he loses here, all hell's going to break loose, Cap. All hell's going to break loose. I will, I'm going to probably call, if LSU gets crushed, I'll probably call the show early in the week to talk about how all the sharps and the wise guys don't know what the hell they're talking about, you know, for driving the line down and all that. So I might be talking to you early in the week. See you later. All right. That is pretty much going to wrap it up for this edition of Sports Line Radio. Don't forget, man, every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., 9:10 a.m. Central Time, WUBR CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge. That's right, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time, 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge. You can listen live at PelicanSportsTV.com, PelicanSportsTV.com. You can also download the Pelican Sports app on your phone like I do. I got it right here. And you can always hear what's going on Pelican Sports. Like I said, the show coming up behind me, the prep football program, you can listen to that live all night long on the Pelican Sports app on your iPhone, your Android, your tablet, whatever it is. So make sure you check out the rebroadcast. You need to get in touch with the MeatMan, 1-833-MeatMan, 1-833-MEATMAN. My personal iPhone, my own personal toll-free number that I'm literally going to have until the day I die. I carry it around with me right here in my top pocket. 1-833-MEATMAN, 1-833-MEATMAN. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Bet with your head, not over it. Money management is the key to turning a profit when you're betting on sports. As always, my name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato, and I'll see you in 167 hours right here on Sportsline.